is up, everybody? So, R90. Last video, we got it running. Now, we're gonna get it riding. You can see on the lift the CB125 that I did the engine refresh on. But to get riding on the BMW, I'm actually not really gonna need a whole heck of a lot. Big things are, gotta get a clutch cable on there, gotta make up some exhaust mounts, and I gotta get these brake lines run and filled up. So I went over to my buddy Sean at the Motorworks, and he made me up some custom brake lines just for this bike. So you can see I've got one line. It goes from the master cylinder. This is a Brembo piece, not stock item. That goes down to the caliper, where there's actually a second line that's gonna go up and over the front wheel to the second caliper. So one thing that you might notice is that the caliper has the bleeder screw on the bottom hole instead of the top. I'm doing it just because it's a little easier to run the cables that way, and I'm going to use a vacuum bleeder to bleed the brakes anyhow, so it's not going to make a difference for me. I interrupt this montage to drop a little knowledge. That is this resistor mod I've been talking about. This is super important if you want to ride your bike for more than just a few miles. Essentially, the generator on this bike needs a little resistance in the circuit in order to activate, in order to work, in order to generate power to charge your battery. You need a little resistance in the circuit. Normally, that's the generator light on the dashboard. So if you're doing away with the dashboard, you got to put something else in place of that light bulb. You can run another incandescent light bulb. You could run an LED, but that doesn't draw nearly the resistance. Or you can run a resistor. This one is 36 ohms, and that's about what you need to essentially replace the 3 or 4 watt bulb that is in the gauge cluster. Here is just the resistor all heat shrinked up with a spade connector at one end and a little lead on the other. That's going to go into my M unit. I'll show you how I set this up. Essentially, the spade end is going to go into the existing generator wire that's coming up out of the top of the motor, and then this other end is just plugging into one of the auxiliary outputs on the M unit. That way, we get a 12-volt signal while the bike is running. That goes through the resistor, that charges the circuit. We are able to charge our battery. That's all there is to it. I think it's done. Not much else to do but take it for a spin, huh?
Not too bad, huh? What's that? How are the taillights?
I love the sunsets in this place. Wow, that seemed to go pretty well. There's a little clatter on the right-hand side. I'm gonna have to look at the valves again, make sure that everything's in order there. But the thing starts, it runs, it rides, it stops. Just about the only thing it wasn't doing was charging the battery, so I'll have to investigate there. Maybe it's my resistor, maybe it's the way I wired it. I don't know, we'll have to see. Yeah, it seems to be dripping a little oil from the oil pan. I'll have to tighten that up, but overall, I'm pretty happy. I'd say I'm pretty much finished with this one. It's always a good feeling when you get down to the last couple things on your whiteboard, you get to cross them off, and then they're done. Anyway, I've got a couple things left to do on this guy, but my attention is going to be turning from the BMW to this guy, the CB125. I did a couple videos on this one, putting the motor together, and I have to have this thing finished in like a couple days because I'm going down to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania this weekend, September 25th, for a show, Glory Days. If you're a subscriber, then you've probably seen the Glory Days video that my buddy Alex and I put together. We're going to try doing that again. And this year I'm going to be bringing the black BMW and this little 125. So if you're in the Pittsburgh area this Saturday, the 25th of September, 2021, come hang out, come say hi, come check out the bikes. But I got a lot left to do on that thing, so I'm going to get to that. So thank you for watching. I hope you're as excited as I am about this bike. Please leave a like or subscribe if you liked the video, and I'll see you again soon.